Hello guys, welcome to a new month and a new wedding planning vlog. Starting straight in the action this month. It's the beginning of March and I've got something really exciting to show you. I have just got back from work to a very exciting delivery. Johnny very kindly went and picked up some bridesmaids dresses that I'd ordered from Quiz. So I've got them to open and I'm super excited. Well, we will be returning at least one, because I've ordered 3.
I didn't have her.
So I couldn't resist trying on the dress. I haven't ordered my size, so the biggest size I've got is a 12, which is very tight on my chest area, but I've managed to get into the dress and I really love it. But yeah, I really like this. Like, my bridesmaids are not going to have boobs as big as me. They are literally 11 and 13, 14, so yeah, they are much smaller than me and I can't wait to see them in it. Yeah, so I'm really excited for my bridesmaids to come. They're coming at the weekend to try those dresses on, so yeah, I'm really excited for that. And tomorrow I've got a florist coming for an initial chat through about ideas, so we're well underway in wedding planning already for this month. I don't think I'll be able to film anything of the florist consultation, but I'll catch up with you afterwards and tell you what we've talked about. To be honest, I don't really know where I'm starting with flowers. Like, I have a rough idea of what I don't like, but I don't really know what I do want, so I'm hoping that the florist brings lots of ideas with her. But I do know that the colour scheme is just going to be whites, ivories, keeping it basically like a white wedding with just the greenery of whatever extra greenery goes with the flowers. So that's pretty much where I'm at. And budget wise also, I feel like I probably estimated too low a budget for flowers, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm happy that I'll have a much better idea of where I'm at with that stuff tomorrow, because at the moment I really don't have a clue. Morning guys! Today is the day that my bridesmaids are coming over to try on their dresses. I'm really excited. Got the dresses all hung up here. Hi mister. Hello. Yeah, I've got them all hung up ready for them to come. What do you think of them? Do you like the dresses? Want mommy to come? I'm coming. Okay, so my bridesmaids came over to try on the dresses. So it was my 2 younger bridesmaids who are currently 11 and 14. By the wedding next year, they'll be 15 and 12. So it's a really difficult time because obviously young girls and boys change a lot in those sort of years where they're growing up. So we tried the dresses on, everyone loved them, which I was really happy about, but it was just a bit tricky deciding on the sizing. So we've sized up from the sizes that currently fit. So the size 10 fit one of my bridesmaids, the older bridesmaid, perfectly at the moment, but she felt more comfortable going for the next size up, just so that if she did grow or change at all, it would be easier to get it taken in than it would getting it let out, which I completely agreed with, and I'm very happy to do that. And we did the same with the younger, because at the moment she's straight up and down. The dress just kind of hangs on her, but she may change shape in the next year, in which case it should fit her better, and if not, again, we'll get them altered so that they fit completely perfectly and look exactly right. But they looked lovely, they loved the dress, they loved the colour, the style, everything. The younger one was so cute because she came out saying that she felt like a princess, and yeah, she was really funny talking about how she was gonna, need a tan and wanted gold heels and stuff. So yeah, it was really sweet, really enjoyable, and I was just really happy that they liked them. I also saw my maid of honour who will be wearing a different dress. So I found an adult dress from ASOS, which it's the same style, but it's full length and it doesn't have the flower, so it looks more mature. So I'm gonna order that for her, but she really loved the dresses, the colour, everything. And we had a good catch up about some other stuff as well. So I'd basically asked for her help with finding some hair and makeup people, just because we had a call at the start of the month and she was asking if there was anything she could help with. And as you know, I have my monthly planner, and on the plan for this month was finding hair and makeup. So I asked her if she wanted to do that because I'd made a start, but I had loads of Instagram profiles that I'd looked through and I was really struggling. I found a lot of them to just be quite heavy and quite cakey and not what I was looking for. So we had a really good chat at the start of the month, and then she came up to visit from Southampton and we got together in person. She came over and we had more of a chat about everything and plans, and it was just really lovely to see her. And she brought the hair and makeup people that she had found for me to have a look at. So I still haven't 100% found hair and makeup. I went through the people that she'd found. I did go to a hairdresser for a quote, but it came back more expensive than I was looking for. It was £550 for me and 3 bridesmaids, which I think is definitely high end. But to be fair, they are quite a high end sort of hairdressing salon in Newcastle, so that wasn't too surprising, but that is definitely above my budget. So I've actually got a hair appointment in May for myself. It's the day of my wedding dress shopping day. I've got that first thing, so I'm actually going to speak to my hairdresser and see if wedding services is something they offer, and how much that would be. I also just want to talk about like a hair plan between now and the wedding, like how regularly I should get it cut and maintained. I want to talk about maybe some extensions and potentially even some dye, which I've never dyed my hair, but I am starting to spot a few greys, which I'm not accepting. But I'm just worried that if I have a few greys by the wedding, I might want to have a colour on. So yeah, that is kind of the hairdressing plan. And then in terms of makeup, I'm really looking for someone who is going to do something very natural looking, but obviously still full coverage. And as I say, I've been really struggling with that. I looked through the people that my maid of honour had found. I did really like one, but she is fully booked for 2024, apart from a few off-peak sort of dates. Our wedding's in July, so definitely not off-peak. But I also got a recommendation for someone from my friend, and I've inquired with her, and she is definitely top end. But if I'm going to go top end for anything, makeup is one of the things that I don't mind so much, because I think it is such a crucial part of the day. I want to look like me, I want to feel like me, I want to feel confident, and makeup could make or break that. So I'm exploring that at the moment. I've sent a few emails off for a quote, and I'll update you on that when it's officially booked. So the other major thing on the plan for this month was florist. So I had got in touch with our florist, or the florist that I think we're booking, and arranged a meeting. She came and we had a really good chat. I felt really bad because she was obviously asking lots of questions about what I wanted, and I was really struggling to give the answers. Aside from, you know, yes, I want a bouquet, buttonholes, centerpieces, things like that. In terms of flowers, I just felt like I couldn't commit until I had a vibe, and I don't think I'm going to get a full vibe. Like, I have an idea, I know that Wood Hill, it's classy, it's elegant, it's romantic, but I think until I have my dress and I know whether, you know, it's sleek or more over the top, or if it's, you know, jewel, yeah, just different styles, I need to know that before I can confirm the vibe of the flowers. But she was so lovely and understanding, and she sort of said the types of flowers shouldn't really impact the price too much, it's more, you know, the quantities of the different things. So she went away after we had that good chat, and she did me up a quote. That took a couple of weeks, so in the meantime I did get on Pinterest and I did narrow down the vibe that I think I would like. So I did find some flowers that I really like the look of. I really like bouquets that are sort of more streamlined, more about the flowers than all the greenery I discovered. So I'll pop up some pictures for you to see and the kind of bouquets that I like. I'm definitely going for like white and green, no colour. That's kind of the vibe of the whole wedding. It's just a classic white wedding. But yeah, I really like these flowers that have sort of like either a black middle or like the more open flowers, which you'll see. So yeah, basically I asked for a quote for bouquet for me, bouquets for 3 bridesmaids, buttonholes for I think about 6 people, 6 centerpieces plus a top table arrangement, and 11 pew ends, so that's for the church ceremony, and I think that was about all the flowers. Oh, some flowers for the cake. So that was everything that I asked for. And I had budgeted £750 for flowers, which I did realise after speaking to a few florists at wedding fairs and things that probably was very under budget. So I was really nervous because some of the florists I spoke to said about £1,500 is the average for wedding flowers. So the quote came back and it was £1,150, which obviously is £500, almost double what I had budgeted. However, I felt like that was reasonable compared to other florists that I've looked at and things. So I think, you know, I just have to accept that I would like flowers, I would like real flowers, and that is what they cost. I haven't booked it yet. I sent her my sort of pictures after I'd had a better look at what I thought I wanted and asked her if that changed the quote at all, and I asked her a few more questions, and also for a quote for some like a flower arrangement to go around the gate at church, which I know will put the cost up. I just asked for that estimate. And quite a few people I've spoken to have been taking a bit of leave around the sort of kids' holidays and things and half term, so I haven't heard back from her with an updated quote yet, so I haven't booked that, but I feel very confident that I know who I'm booking as a florist and I know who I'm probably booking as a makeup artist. So the only thing outstanding really is hair. And as I said, I'm going to talk to my hairdresser. So I feel in a good place with all of those things, and like I am where I need to be with them on my checklist. Morning guys, it is the weekend, it's Saturday, and I'm just waiting for my friend Yaz. She's coming to pick me up because we are going wedding dress shopping. I can't believe it is the first time I'm ever going to be trying on wedding dresses. I'm so excited. The place we're going it's called Bridal Reloved, and it's basically somewhere that has second-hand dresses and like ex-sample dresses, so it's really sustainable. I met the girl who runs it, or the woman, the lady who runs it, at a wedding fair, and she was so lovely. So I think for my first like experience I'm gonna feel really comfortable with her, so yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know if I'm gonna get a lot of footage of trying on these dresses, like I don't know how much might be allowed to film. I don't know if this is going to turn into a separate vlog, so I might just show you a few clips now and do a whole separate vlog on actually trying on the dresses, so we'll see. We were also supposed to be having a proper wedding day and going cake tasting later, but unfortunately I've had an email from the lady saying that her child isn't very well, so we're having to postpone that, which is fine, these things happen, but it just means we're not having the full wedding planning day I thought we were having. So yeah, I think after this is probably the end of my wedding planning-y stuff for this month. It's almost the end of the month, but it's just after 9. I'm just waiting for Yaz and then we'll be on our way.
that's the end of the vlog, guys. I had such a blast at the wedding dress shopping day. I was really nervous about trying on wedding dresses, and I just enjoyed it so much. Elle, who runs the Bridal Reloved store, was so lovely. She made me feel so comfortable, and it was totally a whirlwind of a day, but I just enjoyed it so much. She did let me film everything, so I'm actually going to do a separate vlog of the wedding dress shopping day, so you can see everything that happened. I did find that the dresses that I didn't think would flatter me did much more than the dresses that I thought would flatter me in the styles, so I actually learned a lot, and there were some absolutely gorgeous dresses that I definitely could have seen myself wearing for the wedding. I do have another wedding dress shopping day booked in May. I'm going to 3 boutiques with my sort of female family members, bridesmaids. Like, there's a big group of us going and making a big day of it. So I'm still going on that, obviously, and I want to get their reactions to all the different styles of dresses and see what they think, and then I'll update you on what's happening with wedding dresses. But yeah, I did film everything at Bridal Reloved, as I said, so I will be editing and uploading that vlog for you. I really hope you've enjoyed this month's wedding planning vlog, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next in the wedding planning process. I'd love to know. I'll see you really soon in the next one. Until then, bye.